Hey guys, and welcome to another guide. Today's guide is going to be money making for both the lower and higher levels. I'll start by going through the basic ways of making money and end with the other more slightly different ways to make money. Obviously when I'm talking about money I mean platinum and not real life currency, just in case anyone is getting confused. So let's get straight into it. Now I'd probably say that if you want to make money, the best way is literally just to actually play the game. You don't necessarily have to look for platinum, it will just come over time, like as you quest, do dungeons, PvP and stuff like that. But there's definitely going to be people out there that may want to farm platinum, so I'll just go through a couple ways of doing this. So the first method is professions. Currently there are 3 gathering professions, which are butchering, mining and foraging. Now the best way to collect money from professions would obviously be to take all 3 gathering professions, but this does mean that you won't be able to craft anything, but it has an awesome positive, which is making you tons of money, especially at the later levels. Now there are 2 ways that you can use these professions. You either go out and simply farm the gathering stuff. So for butchering, just kill lots of mobs, and then mining and foraging, just collect minerals, wood, flowers, etc. Or you can go with the more laid out method, which is simply just playing the game normally, such as doing quests, and then finding these gathering stuff on your journeys. So once you have all of these wonderful crafting items, such as ores, you can then sell them on the auction house. Now the best way to sell stuff on the auction is basically check what the current lowest price for that item is, and then drop it by maybe a couple of gold or silver or whatever seems appropriate. And also make sure that you don't bulk sell crafting items unless you sell them really cheap, as people don't tend to want to buy in bulk. So I'll just go through what I said a second ago with the how you sell on the auction house. So let's say I've got some rhenium ore, so we're gonna just link, we're just gonna link that up here. Okay, I'll just type it instead. Rhenium ore. Okay, so you just search for your item, wait for it to come up because it takes forever. Okay, so currently the lowest price for rhenium ore is 65 platinum. As you can see, this guy is selling them in 99, and that probably won't sell. Maybe some douchebag will buy it if they really need like 100, but you know, it probably won't sell. So that's the lowest price at the moment for rhenium ore. So I would sell them for either 65 gold as well, because I will be selling, like I've only got 3, so I'd probably sell them at 65. That's probably going to give me more of a chance of them actually selling than this guy. Maybe I could go 66 or 67 just to be still underneath this guy but above this guy, because I doubt anyone actually wants to buy this guy's stuff. But then if, say, this was the lowest one, I would just go 1 gold under, just because it's only like 65 gold for one, it's quite cheap anyway, so I just drop it by a very small amount. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so moving on to the second method of money making is just by doing dungeons. Obviously as you go through and complete dungeons, you'll occasionally get some gear which can either be sold to the vendors to make a bit of money, or you can salvage or room break them. And then once you've done either of them, so salvage or room break, you can then sell those crafting materials on the auction house, just to get that money. Comparing this with the first method, which was professions, this definitely lacks regarding platinum per hour, or however you want to calculate this, but it's a lot more fun, and you can also get the chance of getting yourself some good gear, so it just depends which one you want to go for. And then my final method of money making in Rift, which is very risky, and a lot of people call it either flipping or merchanting, which is basically you buy out the entirety of a particular item in the auction house and then sell it for higher. But as I just said, it's very risky, but if you do manage to pull it off, you can make a ridiculous amount of money, and it doesn't even take, it takes like less than 10 minutes to buy and then resell the items. So it's a really quick way of making money if it works, but it is very risky. So where's the auction house gone? Opposite way. Okay, so let's just use rhenium ore as an example. How do I spell it? There we go. I've spelled it wrong. Oh dear. Rhenium. There we go. Okay, so basically what I would do right now is just buy out every single one unless the end price was OP. Overpriced. So I just buy out all of this rhenium ore and then just sell it in like stacks of 10 or 20 or something reasonably low but not too high. I'd probably end up selling it for like 1 platinum 25, 1 platinum 50 each, because then if that does work you basically have just doubled, tripled your money, whatever. But it is very, very risky, so don't blame me if you go and lose all your money by trying this. And that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed my video and you want to see more guides and stuff like that, please make sure you subscribe. Leave a like if you wish, and also please comment on any constructive criticism that you may have. Thanks for watching, and see some of you next time. Peace.